The story continues. Elisa, a young photographer with a curious step and a light suitcase, just arrived in Paris on a light rainy afternoon. She is staying in a side street of Rue Oberkampf, between bars with warm lights and walls scratched by guitars, a naive belief in your pocket that a city is understood at first sight, and a red notebook where he notes colors, doors, clouds, neighborhoods to discover. He immediately descends towards the Canal Saint-Martin. Eyebrow-like bridges, puffing locks, 2 clicks, a mint tea, and the unexpected. Forget your notebook at the counter. He picks it up Mathieu, bookbinder of the Marais, Rue Charlot, craftsman's hands that know how to repair. Between glues that smell of bread and linen fibers, he leafs discreetly through. Sketches, notes, a list of neighborhoods, Montmartre, Marais, Saint-Germain, Ile-Saint-Louis, Belleville, Batignolles, Bastille, Butte-Chaumont, Passy, Latin-Quartier, and a key phrase, understanding a city is finding the corner where you recognize yourself. He decides to return it by leaving a note. Meet in a bookshop on the Seine. When they meet, Elisa's thank you brings a shower of people. Mathieu suggests not just a coffee, but a round. They start from the city island, from an island, because there one learns the essential grammar of the city. They walk along the water. He remembers his mother inviting him to look up. The windows know the truth. They move on to the St. Louis Island, cold ice cream like an October caress, and then in the Marais, where Elisa falls in love with doors, arches, and courtyards. In Mathieu's workshop, the soft light on the frames, she learns the paradox of bookbinding. The freest things are those that are well cared for. It's the first metaphor of their encounter, care and connection as a condition of freedom. In the following days, Paris opens up like a fan. Latin Quarter, a noisy cafe with cups and poems, 3 students under an umbrella, complicity. Saint-Germain-des-Prés, a jazz basement. Mathieu, who rarely dances, takes her hand like a match. They get the timing wrong, laugh, the music absolves them. Montmartre, they climb the steps, refuse the portrait in the Place du Tertre, look at the city from the Sacred Heart like a constellation of roofs and stories. They tell each other that Paris is an infinite condominium, and they are 2 names on the intercom. They follow Bastille, late dinner, and a life-marking flower, the passages near the Palais Royal, lamps, maps, a gift fountain pen, to write what you can't photograph. Batignolles, actor dog park, a little girl trades a photo for a cloud eraser, the Ourcq Canal, beers and silence shared as a discreet third person. Passy Jacques Trocadero. They refuse the postcard, they will pass under the tower when it seeks less applause. Each neighborhood leaves an object sign, thimble, leaf of Butte-Chaumont, coin of Père Lachaise, ticket of Montparnasse. Mathieu rereads them and binds them in a secret blue book titled Paris, a manual of resistance to equal days. One evening of real rain, they take shelter in a laundromat in Ménilmontant. Portholes like planets, the smell of soap and lives on hold. Elisa takes just 1 photo, then closes the camera. Some photos are not stolen, they are washed. Autumn becomes harsher. A male. 2 months of work at Barcelona to face the distance, they invent a Paris-like ritual. They choose 10 neighborhoods and hide in each one abuser with a phrase and a small photo. Here I listened to you without understanding. Here I laughed at your French. Here I decided that fear is not an argument. The day before leaving, they retrace everything. Some envelopes intact, others moved or disappeared, replaced by new signs, a heart-shaped sticker in Belleville. Paris takes, gives back, changes. This is the second lesson. She leaves without promises. Promises are not stone bridges. Sometimes ferries are enough. Months of letters. Elisa sends terraces, alleys, the word yearning. Mathieu responds with Paris in the fog, the workshop window that sweats like a horse. customers who want to bind fairy tales so that the pages never run away again. Each letter ends with a neighborhood and a thought. The patience of Batignolles like water that digs, gentle detour of Saint-Germain. When Elisa returns in March, the plane trees have a new yellow. On the Pont des Arts, violinist plays a saraband with the dignity of a waiter. Mathieu brings keys. He changed house, a room in Buteaux-Cailles, a village embarrassed to be Paris. The tours begin again. La Villette, Belleville Street, Floral City, a motto on a wall of Menilmontant. The future needs hands tied together, which he translates into a gesture, intertwined fingers. Arena of Lutetia, watching two boys playing with a can, define romantic. Not candles, but treatment. Place the can between two rocks to make the game's goal believable. A year later, they opened a workshop in Folie Méricourt Street, half laboratory and half lightroom. He is a bookbinder. She prints on cotton paper. On display, books and lights, pages and mornings are repaired. First customer, the tin can lady echo of other stories, with her mother's recipe book, Shall we make it last? Let's make it live. Elisa portrays her, hands with thimble. At the inauguration, friends and people from the neighborhoods crowd the sidewalk. The kids from Belleville, a violinist from the bridge, a bookseller index, a baker with a Latin quarter cake. They discuss cities, memories, and love. Where does love begin? From quarter, the piece of the world where someone is waiting for you even if they do not know you. When the party dies down, Mathieu puts the blue book. It's not finished. Love books don't end. They leave 2 blank pages. Elisa takes the fountain pen. He suggests filling them while walking. Once out for a breath, Paris appears like a chorus of personified neighborhoods. Montmartre Gare, Belleville Ride, Saint-Germain, she fixes her hair, Marais closes the windows with the delicacy of tailors. Under the house, a girl says to a boy, Only if you don't take me where everyone else goes. The last image is the Sena with 2 stubborn ducks going against the current. They have a map, too. We'll leave ours open on the table. We do not sell items, we deliver neighborhoods. In that holding of hands lies the geography of their history. Montmartre and Belleville, Saint-Germain and the Ile, Bastille and Batignolles, Passy, Canal Saint-Martin, Butte-Chaumont and the Marais. Paris, discreetly, turns off the lights one by one. And they return along Rue Oberkampf with the scent of rain and paper, aware that romance is not a season, but an emotional map, a way of orienting oneself with the heart without ceasing to measure with the hands.